Hi, welcome to Virtually Fit. This is a 45-minute circuit training class. We'll start with the, boring admin stuff. If you've got any injuries, then don't do any exercises that you think are going to aggravate those injuries. If you feel that it's going too hard, then take a break. The circuits, we're going to work for 45 seconds, take a 15-second break, and there's going to be a minute break between those sessions. But you work as you want to, so you can either start the exercises a bit earlier, finish the exercises a bit earlier, but I stress work within your own limits, and if anything feels too much, then stop, and certainly if you feel unwell, then seek medical attention. So welcome everybody joining. It's not quite such a nice day. I think it's going to improve as the day goes on. We'll start with doing some stretching exercises. I'm just going to demonstrate one exercise that I've added. I watched a Gymshark workout on Friday, and I came up with this. So I've replaced, you'll be glad to know, the flutter kicks have been replaced with, and you may not be so glad to know, it's a crunch, but it's a crunch where you put your hands on your thighs here, and then you raise them up so your fingertips just go beyond your knees, and you do them quite slowly, and you keep the tension, so you don't, at the end of the move, don't flop back down. You're keeping that tension all the time. So for 45 seconds, we're keeping them under tension and just taking those hands above the knees. Okay, so that's, I've called that a slow crunch, but that was quite a nice replacement. Works a little bit different part of the abs. So let's start with our warm up. Start with just rotating that neck around. One the other way. That's good. Now bring the elbows up. Circle forward and around. Morning, Katie, Belinda, Ian. And then come back the other way. I think this is the 9th one of these that I'm doing, which I didn't think I'd be doing this for 9 weeks when I started them. Thought maybe we do it for a few weeks and then we get back together again, but perhaps we're another 8 weeks away from that point in time. I think I've said when we do, once we're out of lockdown, I think I might start doing these down in the park maybe, or in the village hall if it's not such a good day, but we'll see how demand is when we get there. Okay, so actually this exercise was like last week, we've got options for doing weighted exercises as well. So when we get to those parts, doing these lifting to get the hips, when we get to those parts, you can either do the exercise without the equipment. In most cases, you can do the exercise and the resistance exercise at the same time. If you haven't got any weights, then a couple of little bottles of water or some tin cans is what I've been recommending. But you make your choice for that second. There's one exercise where you can't make that choice. We're either going to do star jumps or we're going to do the tricep extensions. So we're going to do 3 rounds of the exercise. We're going to do a little cardio warm-up now for 30 seconds of those of 4 exercises. Just get the heart rate raised up. So take it easy during this warm-up. Then we're going to do the 3 seconds of 8 exercises, and then we'll have a little cool down at the end. So when everyone's ready, we'll start the timer. So we're going to start with some toe taps. If toe taps are too much for you, then just do a little bit of jogging on the spot or high knees. It's up to you. Just start this nice and gently. Let's go. So 30 seconds of this. It's just a warm up. So really just a way of us actively stretching out, get that heart rate raised up. If you've got your watch, don't forget to start your exercise like I did just then. It's a known fact that you burn more calories if you're using a tracking watch. I'm joking. So now some lunges. You come forward. So down, tap that knee on the ground, back up, knee on the ground, back up. Just feel all those muscles starting to loosen up. Start at 70% if you want, and then build up over the 30 seconds to get you to fully active. Next, we've got our in and outs. Now squats, so hands together, back straight, down we go. Increasing slowly as we go through, wherever's comfortable for you. Feet slightly wider than your shoulders, with your toes pointing at 11 and 1. There we are. We should have got the heart slightly raised. Who else have we got? Oh, Mr. Walsh. He's in the garden again. It's a good job the schools aren't back. Oh, I guess it's a Saturday anyway. I'm forgetting what day it is. So we're going to start these workouts, or start the circuits. Should be getting your heart rate back down again. I'm going to start this in 10 seconds. Everyone's ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So try star jumps, or, which is this, or if you've got your weights, then tricep extensions. Do not try them together. Okay? That's good. So with the tricep extensions, keeping those elbows still. They come together a bit in the middle, but they're not moving forwards and backwards. We're just working the triceps. Good. And rest. Russian twist next. So down on the ground, feet on the ground for an easier one, leaning backwards as far as is comfortable. If you want a bit more, raise the feet off the ground, leaning back, tapping each side. Focus on how much twist you can get in, and do tap your hands on the ground. Keep that balance and keeping those core engaged. We've got 15 seconds to go. And rest. Now we've got Mr. Walsh's favourite, squats and thrusters. So it's just squats if you want, feet slightly wider than your shoulders, pointing out at 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Up at your shoulders, we'll squat down, we'll thrust up. Down. So you can either just do the thrusters if you want, or just do the squatting, or do both together. So when you come down, you just tap in those elbows onto those knees. If you can, we'll just come down as far as is comfy for you. Then we come to the knees, driving up, down, drive up. That's good. 5 seconds to go. Again, another couple in. One more. Boom. Now we've got the new one, which is the slow crunches. If you want to just do the flutter kicks, that's fine. But we're down on the ground, bringing our shoulders off the ground, and then push forwards like a crunch. Well, it is a crunch, but you're focusing on trying to take those fingers over those knees. Always under control. Doesn't feel too bad at the start, but you'll start to feel it in those mid-abs. So always keeping those shoulders always off the ground. Those abs are constantly having to be under tension. Nearly there. That's good. Next we've got lunges and or bicep curls. When I did it with the Gymshark one, the exercise there made you do hollow holds straight after that. So let's go, lunges. So down we go, curl up, keeping those elbows locked to the side of your body, just using your biceps. That's it, good. Ooh. 15 seconds to go. And rest. Got our lovely press ups next. So we're going to go down into tabletop. Your knees at right angles. Going to start off slowly with those 5 reps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take those hands forward to hand width. Shoulders over hands, so head a bit further than the hands. Down we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up into plank if you want it. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good. Now we've got fast feet with lateral raises. I'm going to do. So tip here is start your fast feet first. So get those fast feet doing up on the balls of the feet, putting that in the calf, and then if you want to add in the lateral raises. So the elbows are coming up to the same height as your shoulders. That's it. Try and think about both at the same time. Certainly challenges my brain. We're halfway. Keep it going if you can. And rest. Oh, you can't have been flutter kicks. Oh, I took the planks out. I left the flutter kicks in. Sorry. You thought you got them over flutter kicks. You haven't. So down we go. Hands on the ground. Little movement like this. You want to do it further up or bigger. It's slightly easier. Less tension on the core, or go a bit lower. Sorry, it's the planks I took out. I was thinking flutter kicks, planks. Which did I take out? So again, next round, if you want to do planks when we get to this bit, that's cool as well. I think I've left the planks out. And rest. Whew. That's one circuit over. We're done. For one circuit, just 2 more. And then the cool down. So, nice little ab workout today. Russian twists with the crunches and the flutter kicks. Ooh, that's not nice, is it? I must have been in a bad mood when I came up with this workout. I'm joking. All right, we'll let the heart rate go down a little bit. We're going to start when that says 45 seconds. And we're starting with either star jumps or the tricep extensions. So tricep extensions like this, or star jumps. I can even do half and half, but do not try them together. That is definitely not a good idea. Okay, so we're ready to go in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm going to do star jumps for half of it and tricep extensions for half of it. So you make your choice, whether you want a bit more cardio or whether you want to have a bit more strength. That's good. Nearly halfway. So I'm going to pick up my weights now. And back here, tricep extension. Down we go. So I'm touching those weights onto my back. As you can see here, I do it from behind. And the side. Nearly done. And rest. So down for those Russian twists. If you want to hold a little weight as well, while you're doing these, gives you a bit more to work against. So hold the weight here, legs up, going back, core under tension, and we're tapping each side. Don't use the weight as an excuse not to go quite as low. So hold the weight at the top, or sorry, at the bottom, keeping that core engaged. Ten seconds. And rest. I think I'm going to call this one the Walsh from now on. So, squats and thrusters. Feet shoulder widths apart, pointing at 1 and 11. Down we go. Thrust up. Down. Try and get some real explosive power as you come up. It's good. Elbows onto knees. Boom. Halfway. Squatting to whatever feels comfortable for you. 10 seconds to go. And rest. I've got my slow crunches, which are actually a replacement for the plank. So hands up onto your thighs, see where they are, and then slowly forwards. Feel that core engaging or tightening as you come up. Try and get those fingertips to clear your knees. Don't let those shoulder blades touch the ground. On the way back down. Ten seconds to go. That's good. Now we've got the lunges and the bicep curls. So picking up those weights, elbows glued to the side, As we lunge forward, bring the weights up. We lunge forward, tapping that knee onto the ground, or let it brush the grass. Assuming you've cut your grass. That's it. 5 seconds to go. Rest, we've got the press ups next. So again, starting in the tabletop, stop at wherever you feel you're getting benefit. So always having those shoulders over the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting that full range of motion as well. Nose to touch the ground. 3, 4, 5. Forward again. Coming forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those who want it, up into full press up. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we are. Fast feet, lateral raises. Just fast feet if you want. Just lateral raises if you want. So start those fast feet and then add in the lateral raises. If you want to do a bit of front raising as well, that's cool. We're working the front and mid deltoids of your arms, or your shoulders. Keep it going, that's halfway. Don't forget to keep some pace in those fast feet. 15 seconds. And rest. Whew. Flutter kicks. Let's go. Down we go. 2 variations. Either the long flutter kicks or the little short ones. If you want it a bit easier, then these, keeping those knees locked though, all the way up. Also, you can do the flutter kicks just out here. So just have it so your heel is just clearing that floor. Maybe every now and again, it just taps the floor. You know it's there. These core muscles all engaged all the way down here, working the whole of your 6-pack. We've got 5 seconds to go. And rest. That's the second circuit, eh boys? Grab yourself a drink. We'll do a minute, 15-second break. Let you recover. We're almost there. We're going for 20 minutes. We've got 16 minutes left, but that includes the cool down and the stretches. So, working probably another 12 minutes, something like that. In other breaking news, I've finished my kitchen, so I'm a bit of a loss to do what to do this weekend. Well, I think we've got a big list of jobs to do anyway, so we'll see how we get on. Okay, going to start again in 10 seconds, so mop that brow, pop that drink down. I'm going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm going to start with star jumps again for half of it. Triceps for the other. You do what you like to do. Clap and slap. Let the neighbours know we're up on Saturday morning, working away. We're getting towards halfway. That's halfway. We're going to switch to triceps. Up we go. Tapping on the back of my neck. Up they go. Fight those bingo wings. And rest. Okay, Russian twists, with or without the weight as you like. So the key here is that you're leaning back far enough to get those abs under tension, and then you're pulling your obliques to make you twist around. So all of your natural corset is being exercised. Halfway, keep that core engaged. Thinking you're going to get punched in the guts. Perhaps it feels like you have been punched in the guts. We've got 10 seconds to go. And rest. We've got the Walshes next. Oh, who else have we got in the house? Matthew Bottomley in the house. Up we come. So down we go. Elbows to knees. Up in the air. Real explosive up. Keep a tight grip on your dumbbells. There we are, nearly there. 10 seconds to go. One more for luck. Boom. You got those lovely slow crunches next. Right, down we go. Feet on the floor, hands on those thighs. Slowly up. When you're coming back down again, coming down slowly, you're in control of that with your abs, not gravity. Ten seconds. And rest. Here's a fun fact quiz for the end. I was looking at my DEXA scan. How much do you think one of my arms weighs? Let's go. So it cuts your body up into sections and tells you how much each of your arms weighs, whether they weigh different amounts. I was quite surprised by how much does an arm weigh. Answers at the end in the chat if you want. Elbows glued to the side, just using that bicep. That's it. Press ups are next. We'll do the stepping out of the press ups, starting tabletop. Our shoulders above our hands, so our head is sticking out further than our hands. Down we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get your nose to touch the carpet or the grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up into full press up. Fast feet. Next, with the lat raises. We're ready. Get those fasty feet working first, and then add in your lateral raises. If you want to add in front raises as well, it's good, or just do the front raises. So lateral raises, front raises, alternating together. You've got to do that with your hands facing upwards. Don't forget to keep those feet moving, like I did. And rest. Down for those flutter kicks. We're almost there. So, long flutter kicks, short flutter kicks, your choice. Here we go. I'm going short ones. If you want to go longer, then that's good as well. Keep it going. That core nice and engaged. And rest. Whew. Whew. So, grab a drink. We've just got the cool down left to do, not the cool down, the finisher. And then the cool down. Let's just give us a minute to get our breath. Yeah, so what do you reckon? How does it weigh? Answers in pounds or kilos. Okay, so we're going to start the cool down. So we've got 3 exercises, cardio exercises to get us a little bit of heart rate up as we go. We're going to start that in 10 seconds. Are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're starting with in and outs. A minute of in and outs. This is going to be challenging. If it gets too much, just walk. Feel that nice stretch on that chest when you're doing this. Get a bit of flexibility there. We're nearly halfway. And then we got toe taps after this. Again, if toe taps are too much, then just try either high knees or just jogging on the spot. 10 seconds to go. And toe taps. So I've got up or down, up and downs, or burpees. So up and down is where you just step back, and burpees is where we're jumping back. I'll do the first one as an up and down, and then I'm going to move to burpees. So you do what works for you. 10 seconds to go. We've only got 30 seconds up and downs, and then it's done. So up and down, squat down, back, back, forward, forward. A little jump. Carry on doing that. Or burpees. Press up, jump. And we're done. Another week done. Whew. Okay, for the cool down, something a little bit different to start with. I'm going to stretch out those quads by doing 10 70% squats. So with me, just down 70%, you might want to put your hands on your thighs. Down we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we go down and hold this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. Let's stretch out those triceps. On the other side. And then put your arms in at the side here. Across that shoulder. And add in a side stretch today. Over we go. 3, 2, 1. Up we come. Other side. 3, 2, 1. And we'll finish with some down for the good morning and hold. Down we go. Feel that stretch in the hamstring and knee. 3, 2, 1. And up we come. Round of applause. Anybody want to guess what my arm weighs? Just one arm. Any guesses? Nobody can crawl to the keyboard? I guess not. You're all too exhausted. Okay, so the answer to how much one of my arm weighs is 4 kilos. So even when you're doing this with your arms, with no weight in, it's 4 kilos. So 10% of body. Yeah, I wish. So perhaps that's my my aim in my bodybuilding workouts, is if I can get my arms to be 10% of my body weight, I'll be very pleased. So we need to do more of those workouts on Wednesday to achieve that, Steve. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend in lockdown, and I hope to see some of you soon.